with all of you. So one more time, baby. No more abuse, no more abuse. These losers with they three-letter names go roll on top of your fat caboose. No more abuse. Ow! No more abuse. There you go. So there's a message to all these effing boneheads screwing my career. I just had to testify, babe. I'm just gonna testify right now. Ooh, oh sweet Lord, now. You know this has been my dream, baby. Ooh, getting on here doing this streaming thing. But let me tell you now, all my life, baby, I'm talking all my life, I've just wanted to entertain the sweet live audience. And baby, there was no father there for me to teach me the struggles of the streets. So I looked up to these dudes who did the dream that I wanted to achieve. So one day, baby, I got on my computer and I started to spread this word, started to build this brand. And then all of a sudden, baby, the numbers start to go up. And these old praying dogs start to get the penises up. Let me tell you now, they don't want this whole PWR thing. No, they don't want, baby, this PWR thing to gain traction, to build a real career, to bring the positivity, man, it only brings them fear. Oh, let me tell you, damn, just when you think you're building something, baby, and we're saying it loud, baby, no more abuse, no more abuse, no more abuse, no more abuse, baby, I'm talking, no more abuse. No more abuse. DSPRTU, go roll over on top of your 3 out of 10 cows. Ow! No more abuse. No more abuse. We just over here doing our own thing, baby. We trying to get used to new ways of doing this streaming thing, baby. We don't need your abuse. We don't need your small penis ruining our dream. Yeah. Damn. Now let me tell you about it, baby. These careers and you're trying to make sweet love, not hate, baby. Sweet love with your audience, and you have to face this kind of persecution, baby. It's hard. It's challenging, baby. It's challenging. Let me tell you, baby, every day, baby, I wake up and I thank the sweet Lord for the opportunity to be here with all of you. So one more time, baby. No more abuse, no more abuse. These losers with they 3-letter names go roll on top of your fat caboose. No more abuse. Ow! No more abuse. There you go. So there's a message to all these effing boneheads screwing my career. I just had to testify, babe. I'm just gonna testify right now. Ooh, oh sweet Lord, now. You know this has been my dream, baby. Ooh, getting on here doing this streaming thing. But let me tell you now, all my life, baby, I'm talking all my life, I've just wanted to entertain the sweet live audience. And baby, there was no father there for me to teach me the struggles of the streets. So I looked up to these dudes who did the dream that I wanted to achieve. So one day, baby, I got on my computer and I started to spread this word, started to build this brand. And then all of a sudden, baby, the numbers start to go up. And these old praying dogs start to get the penises up. Let me tell you now, they don't want this whole PWR thing. No, they don't want, baby, this.
All right, fans, we're doing this. We're just going to jump right in. I didn't think I could do this. Fans, I didn't think I could do this. when I come on the stream, I know that you guys know that a big theme is childhood. You know, the better times in our lives, the better eras. But how often do we celebrate the challenges, the turmoil that we went through in our lives? And that's what I'm doing here today, fans. That's what I'm doing here today. Now hold on, I got something to say here, fans, before we move on. But we have LL Cool Dan has super chatted $4.99. Can't wait for more music to drop. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Nothing's guaranteed, brother. Nothing's guaranteed. Let's hope that my career survives this night, where I try to do positive, because that's the theme of this. And I've talked about it with many people. I went on to Ruby, went on some other programs and talked about, you know, this concept that I had. That, you know, so many of these other streamers, these other brands, these other personalities, you know, they're built on hatred. And me being lucky enough to have the little bit of career that I'm having, and it's time to give back. Fans, it's time to do something positive that could inspire. Yes, we're doing positive tonight. We're doing positive tonight. I don't care if there's 5 effing people. This is going to be one of the worst streams you've ever seen. I guarantee it. Because not only am I facing one of my biggest challenges, I'm also facing my own mental limits. It's clear. You know, I'm not a perfect guy. I have my challenges. I have my challenges in school coming up. That's just how it was. Told I would never be anything but carts. So there's a lot of trauma there for me. There's a lot of trauma that I'm being vulnerable about and putting forward to you here. And this is supposed to be a statement piece, fans. There's no comedy. There's no act. There's nothing. This is as real as it gets. Let's hope, fans, if you're out there somewhere, somebody, you know, and you're a gangster like I was, smoking and joking in the mid-20s. We talked about it, the booze buddies on the couch. And you think that you don't have any options. Well, like I said, you're seeing it. And I'm going to sit down and show you. You know, I'm no better than anybody else. In fact, I have more challenges than other people as well. I need extra help. I think we all need extra help sometimes. Now, let me welcome everybody to the stream here. Because like I said, this is something that means something to me. I knew I had to do this. Somehow, I had to do a stream that spoke to my values, you know, when it comes to the importance of education. We got Hammy Chan, we got White Walter Real, we got Bucky Hour, we got Quasi Regarded, we got Misogynist, we got Web G. Happy Friday night. But if you're looking for something hot, you ain't getting it. Because this is serious tonight. I'm going to be challenging myself. Also got a little bit of music to play as we take the test. Now, I want to encourage fans, no answers. Come on, no answers. I want to do it legitimately. I want to push myself to do this. There are times I do ask myself, hey, you know, am I retarded? You know, am I special needs? You know, they called me Dent Alert. They called me Retard Award, all that stuff. And it builds up inside. Fans, I'm going to be honest and open with you. And this is something I don't like to say. But fans, this is something I'm going to be honest about, fans. And it's really challenging to put this out there. It's a secret that I've hidden for a long time. Fans, I only passed my GED test by 1 decimal point, fans. one decimal point. So all the challenge and the years and the months and the days of getting into that place that I wanted to be in life, I even made it by the skin of my teeth, fans. I really did. I made it by the skin of my teeth. So, if there's anybody out there, that the thing that I'm emotional about, and I don't think people are going to get it. Maybe this isn't the right platform to do this. If I was out there, in like 2008, 9, 10, 11, whatever it was, and one of my legends, was like, education is important. This is the road I took. That could be similar to other people. That may not happen. There may not be a single person. But I mean, if there's a chance that a single person watches me take this test and hopefully not make a complete idiot out of myself, that it might inspire somebody else. Hopefully it won't deter them away from looking like an idiot like me, I'm sure. Anyway, thank you, Quasi Regarded, for 100 kicks. I do appreciate the support tonight. Like I said, I'm putting my career on the line. We're going places that other careers just don't go. They just don't go into these places because there's no money, there's nothing sexy, there's not, I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not even gonna get into it. I hope you pass, but I'm not confident. Well, we will see. Now, there's a couple weird things about this. Now, I do have some music we're going to put in the background here. Just some, study music here. At least something to kind of drown out the emptiness of me making a fool of myself, which should be fine. Bucky Hour with 500 kicks says, for the PWR activity, you got this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We had to turn off the games. Eventually. We did the panel show the other night. Now the games are still off and we're doing this. Well, I guess I'm still on the computer regardless. But let me know if you guys are enjoying the content. Like I said, tomorrow is never guaranteed. That's why I don't have a schedule, damn it. People kept asking me, PWR, you need a schedule. I don't even know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow, for Christ's sake. Nothing is guaranteed. Who knows? So before we get into the test, anybody got any questions to ask? Any experiences you want to share about your trauma? Is the GED the one with the spelling bee and the... Okay, that's... Whatever. Yeah, see, people are trying to devalue the importance of this stream. I don't appreciate that comment. This is something very serious to me. And it should be very serious to you as well. I don't know if I could do this, fans. This is... I feel naked. I feel vulnerable. I feel afraid. I feel like, this is a hell of a trauma to dig up and to go back through. But I said I would do it. And I'm going to do it. Get ready for the most boring stream in your life, I'm sure. Whew. All right. So I got a Gatorade here and I got a black coffee. I'm just kind of in my vibe, kind of getting chill, kind of getting a little bit. School is for chumps. No, we don't want... I got to call that out. We don't want comments like that. We don't want the fans to watch the replay of this and see people making a effing joke out of this piece. Anyway, so this is going to be really tough, fans, because the first thing that I have to do, of course, is math. So what a lovely start to the stream. We're going to be doing effing math problems. Now, I looked it up. Are you allowed to use a calculator in the GED test? It says yes. So I am going to be using one, actually. Unfortunately. But we can read out the questions together. So we're going to get started in a couple minutes here because honestly, I'm afraid of how long this could take. But that's the dedication. life ain't always effing Nintendo. You know, and as much as I said that, you know, screw your parents and all that stuff, brothers, eventually you start getting 25, 26, 27 into your 30s. Eventually you got to start making these effing decisions. Okay. So let's get started here. First question on the math GED test. Find the greatest common factor of 33 and 44. I think it is 22. I'm gonna go with 22. 22 for that one. Now let's hope that this all saves whenever we effing do it. Okay, the sad thing is I don't even know how to read this. I don't even know how to read this. 7 line 8 divided by 9 line 5 equals. So here's where I'm going to at least try to go into the calculator. So basically what I just do with the calculator is I just put in numbers. I just honestly, and I hate to say that, that's not the right way of doing things. But I just hit numbers until something close comes up. So let's see. So we got 7. I don't know what the line is, though. Let's say, okay. Let's look at this. So 7 and 9. Let's say 7. No, we're going to be in for a long effing night. 7 divided by 9 equals 0.7. So do we have that anywhere here? Yeah. Okay, it's all coming together now. And then I'm going to take 8 divided by 5. 1.6. Well, we got a 7 in there. So I am going to go with 35 over 72. Because when I used the calculator, 7 was the only number I could actually get. Okay, next question. I don't even know how to read. Now I'm starting to feel stupid again. I don't even know how to read this. 12. I gotta look right. What is that? X. Oh, 12x 5. Is that like algebra or something? I'm not too sure. So let's take a look at the calculator here. Let's try to do 12 x 5 equals, and that's 60. So let's see if there's something that there's got to be. Okay, I think there's like a missing number, fans. I think there's a missing number here. There's like a puzzle here with this. And I think you got to remember like what that number effing is. And I don't remember what it is, but I think maybe. So we got 60. Let's do 60 divided by 3.14. Is that the right thing? We got 19. Well, I guess that's as close to 12 as we're getting. What is the distance between the 2 points shown on the number line? So we got -6 and we got 1. See, this is where I'm I feel it in my stomach. I feel like that dumb kid that, they said never had a chance. Thank you for the kind comments, guys, at least. Good Lord, I'm already nervous. I'm only on question. This is going to be a long night. Fans. So I appreciate you being here with me on your Friday night if you're watching this. But I do appreciate it. Let's try to get a message out there. So, actually, it's -5 and 1. So that would be, I think, I would say maybe, well, I think it would be just 6 because there's no other half. There's no other half. Okay, so we got an easy one. So 2, 2, 1. Is that? I can't tell. It's super small. Oh, divided. Okay. So there's where I can use my calculator, at least for an F and easy one. They got to give you some easy ones. I mean, good Lord. Here's number 6. And I am reading your comments too, but I just don't want fans answering the questions. So I want to interact with the chat, but I got to be careful, baby. I got to do this my own way. Okay, we got to get that calculator up. So we got... See, this is where you put the work in. This is serious. This is what school is all about. Think I had fun? 1, 3, 7, 8. Okay, we got it. That's easy. That's easy. Thank you, Madam May. Thank you, Madam May. I appreciate that comment. That's very thoughtful. The hero's journey. The hero's journey. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. No, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect person, fans. But it meant a lot to me to use this platform to try to say, yeah, you know, education is cool. If I can. I mean, maybe I really am getting to that, like, advanced age where nobody's going to listen to me anymore saying school is cool, but here we are. I never thought I'd be in this position, so take it for what it's worth. Okay, 2 points are plotted on a number line, 11.2 and 3.3. What is the distance between these 2 points? So 11, 10, 9, 8, and then 2. I guess that's... Hold on, there's a trick here. There's a trick here, fans. I'm going to go... No, I'm going to go with the regular one. Another... Not. At least we get some F and easy ones. At least we get some easy ones. We might pass. Divided. Yeah, I know. Math is like my worst subject. Math is what pretty much kept me from getting my GED. The fans are celebrating Doobie once again. I will remind everybody, doobie.gg. Use promo code PWRWorld, 10% off. You can get Chainsaw Man. Lots of other anime-inspired, youthful lines involved on Doobie. Which of the following expressions is undefined in the set of real numbers? What does that mean? They're not a real number? Well, what is a real number? Maybe like 0's not a real number? Let's go with that. I'm going to say that 0 is not a real number. I mean, it's not though, right? Because it's 0. No, it's not. How can 0 be a real number if it's nothing? Whatever. I'm the one trying to expand my education here, so... You know, if you were up here doing this, how smart would you look? And also, I forgot to thank Too Damn Filthy for 50 kicks as well, guys. I'm, like, super focused on this. We got a long ways to go. And I am having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are too. Actually, I don't know if I'm having fun. I feel like I'm doing my duty. I'm doing my duty here as halfway passable human being. So we got line, check mark, 50. I don't even know how to read this. That's the worst thing. Is there any clues here? No, there's no clues or anything. It just says, it's like a check mark. I think, but isn't that like multiplication? No, I'm not going to look, fans. I'm not going to look. I think that is. So here's what I'm going to do. So we got 50. Let's just screw around. I guess I can't show the calculator on the screen, which kind of sucks. But I'm going to do 50 times 2 equals 100. And then how can we stretch 100 into one of these numbers is the question, fans. So you just got to go backwards. So 50 times 2 is 100. How can we get 100 to turn into one of these numbers? I think that I am going to go with 5. That's a safe answer, I would say. I'm trying my best. Fans. Which of the following expressions is 3x? I don't know what that thing is called. 2 plus 5y. You know what the truth is? I don't even know how to answer that. Let's try it. I mean, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so we got the x. So 3x 2. I used to know how to do this, actually. Now I can't remember, but we got an 11. We got to find the answer to this through the answer we get on the calculator, fans. Fans, I honestly feel like there's about to be a hand put on my shoulder, and I'm about to be brought into like the special ed class. That's what I'm being reminded of here. There's trauma coming to the surface, fans. There's trauma coming to the surface that you may not be seeing. So we got 11, XY, 11. Let's divide that. What's X? 10? Let's divide it by 10. We got 1.1. I'm going to go with this one. And no, I am not. Thank you, fans. Do not give the answers. I would appreciate it. I hate these effing questions. A phone company charges $2 for the first 5 minutes of a phone call and 30 cents per minute thereafter. If Bill makes a phone call that lasts 25 minutes, what will be the total cost of the phone call? I don't know. Okay, hold on. 2. So 2 times 5 is like, oh, I'm an idiot. 2x5 equals 10. So 950. 950, fans. I'm glad that it's reaching somebody. Like I said, this isn't like an entertainment piece. This isn't exactly a, hey, it's Friday night, let's have a good time. This is serious. Thank you, eWed2, for 10 kicks. Also, I would like to take a quick break to ask, let me know what you guys thought about the panel stream. I haven't heard too much feedback. A couple people said they really liked it. But let me know, did you guys like the show? Do you want me to stop doing it? Do you want me to keep doing it? Whatever. Let's get some comments about that as I continue on here. If y equals 3ab plus 2b 3, what is y when a equals 1 and b and 2? I don't know. All I can do, dude, and I'm not just gonna guess. All I am literally gonna do is my true and tested method of literally just putting every number into the calculator and friggin' doing stuff until a number pops up that's similar to one on the test. That's my strategy. That's what got me like I don't even know what it was. Like a friggin', I have no idea. I think it was like a 60 that I got. Like 1 point. Like off by 1 point. I graduated. So that's what I did. No, it's survival, misogynist. It's survival. Is what it is. You know, we come up with these coping mechanisms, you know, to hide our challenges and some of that type of behavior is where that drama comes from. So we're going to take the 3 and just hope for a little bit of good luck on the board tonight. 3 plus 2. And then we got, let's say, divided by 1 plus 2. Even though it says equal to, let's see, we got a 7. So this is my strategy, fans. We ended up with a 7, so I'm gonna pick. We got 18 and 17. There's only one way to solve this, fans. We flip a coin. Now, fans, I don't encourage this in an actual classroom, But if you're stuck on a problem, flip the effing coin. What do we got? It's heads. We're going to go with 16. Oh, we got effing pie graphs now. Great. Data from Stanford Bernstein research indicates that in recent year, 9.6 billion cases of soft drinks were sold in the United States. The pie chart below summarizes the distribution of soft drink sales by location. Yeah, give it up if you hate effing pie graphs in the chat. Who hates pie graphs? I can just hear the boos. So what's the question? Okay, based on the pie graph, the 4 largest contributors to soft drink sales account for approximately what percentage of total soft drink sales throughout the year? Thanks. I don't know what that means. It already left my head. Based on the pie chart, the 4 largest contributors to soft drink sales account for approximately what percent of total soft drink sales? I have no idea what that even means. That doesn't even make sense. Am I going effing brain dead or what? I can't read or just I don't understand. The 4 largest contributors to soft drink sales account for approximately what percent? I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh, vending machines, I guess. So 11? I don't know. I'm going to go with, it's probably fairly low. I guess I'll go with 68. It's probably not as high as effing gas. Emma needs to order liquid fertilizer for her landscaping company. She plans to keep the fertilizer, I'm just going to put the music back, fertilizer in a large cylindrical storage tank, but isn't sure how much it'll hold. The tank is 10 feet tall, and the circular base has a radius of 5 feet. What is the volume of the storage tank? I remember this. So, well, I remember it, but can I do it? Can I do it is the question, fans. I don't know. I'm getting nervous now. Okay. I actually do think it is this one, but I'm going to do, 5 times 10 divided by 3.14 equals 15. 1592. I guess I'll go with this one then. How many different passcodes can be formed from the letters A, B, C, D if the letter can only be used once? I'm going to go with high. No, wait. A, B, C, D. It's got to be something. It can't be 700. It's got to be something lower than that. Factor 4y 3x plus 2 minus 2. Well, we started with the math first. 3x plus 2. And no, I'm not guessing. I'm doing my work. Get your ass in the class. I've been talking about it. I've been doing it. I've been showcasing it on this career. Can't just click the answers to get the stream over with or anything like that. 27. I got a 27. So I'm going to go with, so we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That wasn't a guess, fans. A teacher is reviewing how long students spend studying for a test. She records the number of minutes each student studied in the table below. What is the median number? Okay, I remember this. This is kind of easy. I think it's, it's 55. You hate teachers? Well, you just haven't met the right one yet. Fans. Which of the following is the graph of 2y equals 5x equals 2? Well, hold on. Let's see if we can actually just look at it. This is like one of my biggest challenges. You know, you want to talk about Dark Souls, you want to talk about Super Mario Brothers or any other of those highly challenging games. This is the game of life, fans. This is the game of life here. And it's challenging. So I'm just going to look for these numbers. And yeah, so there's a 2, 2y, 2. Okay, yeah, it's this one. Okay, we're good. We're getting through the math. Fans, we're getting through the math. A equals, God damn it. I gotta get my calculator again. I don't know what A is. -4 plus 3 -1. Well, I got a -1, so I guess 1 could be the answer. If 10 inches on a map represents an actual distance of 100 feet, then what actual distance does 25 inches on a map represent? Uh, 25 feet? I mean, I can't really do anything to, like, check it. Yeah, no, trust me, the trauma is coming back, dude, but I'm going to fight through it. This is the last time I ever have to do this. And thank you so much, Master Nico FTW, with a big effing sub for positivity. Fans, for positivity. Not hatred. Not abuse. For inspiring people and being vulnerable. Fans, and being vulnerable. Thank you, Bucky Hour, for another 100 kicks. Thank you. Fans, if you contribute tonight, you can sleep well at night knowing you contributed to positive entertainment tonight, fans. So thank you. Too Damn Filthy with 10 kicks. Thank you so much. We got a lot of positive dudes. We got Web G with 100 kicks. We got EWed2 with 10 effing kicks for education. Are we talking abuse tonight, guys? Are we talking old guys? You know, are we talking sex scandals? No. We're showing people the importance of taking that step towards a better life. And the fans are supporting. And that's powerful. Fans, that's powerful. And I think fans, there's a lot of moments in my career. This is one of them right now. Seeing that support come in for positive content. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's get back to work. Alex drives from city A to city B at the rate of 60 kilometers per hour. If he uses 2 gallons of fuel every 50 hours, how many gallons of fuel will he need to drive 5 hours to visit his family in city B? Oh, thank you so much to BD with a $2 super chat. Says Insomniac here. Let me sleep well for FF. Well, brother, I don't think my stream is going to probably help you fall asleep. I'll tell you that. Anyway, back to this. But thank you so much on the YouTube side. Fans are having a great time because we're inspiring people. We're going places other careers don't go. So let's see. 62 and 50. What's the question? How many gallons of fuel will he need to drive 5 hours? I'm going to go with like 11 just from my own driving career. 0.41. Oh, Jesus. I'm not gonna just skip them. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to put in every number into the calculator as possible and see what the closest answer is. So 1 divided by 3 times 0.16 0.49. Do we got a 49 anywhere here, fans? I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Okay. In the radius of a semicircle region shown at 4 degrees, what is the area of the semicircle region in square inches? Now, I used to actually kind of be good at this when I was doing GED. I got really into this kind of stuff. Now I can't remember it at all. Yeah, once you start doing positive content, fans, the numbers go up. And that's incredible. You know, I don't consider myself a hateful product. I don't. But it's great. What really means a lot is that this means something to me. It might be silly to people, but it really does. Something inside me was like, you know, PWR, you have to make a statement piece. You have to get in there with the trenches of the people who haven't taken that journey that you've taken and walk alongside them. And that's what I'm trying to do. You know what? Okay. If angry video game nerd was telling me, you know, you should go to school, you know, back in the day, maybe I would. Maybe I would have. You know, if other legends took 2 seconds out of their content to say, you know, think about your education, you know, maybe I would have. So that's what I'm trying to do. God damn it. Anyway, I know this one is 8, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with that. We've got to 25. Now, let's hope that we can answer all the questions, fans, when we get through them. We got a couple left, and then we'll move on from math. That's why I started with math, because it's the most effing bullcrap part of the test, which I failed like twice. Cost me like 6 years of my life, fans. Cost me like 6 years of my life. I'm trying to think. Let me think. Hold on, fans. Hold on. Let's say this. I started my GED journey in 2015. I didn't graduate college until 2018, 2019. So if you don't want to say that failing the F and GED screws you up, there's proof. See, like, how many years is that? Now the trauma is starting to come up. The table shows the number of students in algebra, biology, and calculus classes among the respective averages of scores on final exams. What is the weighted average score across the 3 rounded numbers? Okay, hold on. So we just got to look for the most common one. 45, 55, 60, 90, 84, 80. I'm going to go with 84. 84. Yeah, it took me 6 years. 6 years. Yeah, because I wasn't math. They don't let you just keep taking it over and over. If you fail it like 2 or 3 times, they make you go to school. That's what they did to me. And I was like, screw that. I'm not doing that. And eventually I got my head out of my butt and did it. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I got a medal, for Christ's sake. And it's right here. And it needs to be shown again. Fans, the literacy award that I won for my perseverance and my survival and, you know, overcoming obstacles, challenges. 5 years ago, Amy was 3 times as old as Mike. If Mike is 10 years old now, how old is Amy? 20. Now I'm starting. Let's get out of the math. Oh, I got it right. Uh-oh. Okay, I might have screwed it up, so I'm gonna take the cheap out here. Just because now I'm worried I didn't save my questions. Okay, so there we go. Let's see. So let's check. So there's number 1. 2. I got that right. 3. 4. I'm like doing the teacher's work now. 5. Oh, I got that right. That's hot. That's hot. That's modern. We still got a chance here. We still got a chance here, fans. We're calculating our. There's another one. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm kind of, I don't know, fans. We could. Uh-oh. So that's 4 right. 4 right. Oh, come on. Maybe we can get a good string. Let's see. There's a right one. Wrong. Matt, fans, the drama. The drama is coming back. Fans, I remember how much of my life that this took from me. And it's all happening again. It's all happening again, fans. Let's just, like I said, this isn't about being the smartest person in the class. It's about having the determination, fans, to get yourselves in there and push yourselves for a better life, which I tried to do. And like I said, I have challenges. I'm being vulnerable about those challenges. Math is my worst subject as well, so I mean, give me that. You know what the truth is? I probably did better than I thought I did. Let's see. So there's the official total for the math portion, fans. We got how many questions is there? 30. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions right. 9 questions. Fans, I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what? I will. I'll take it. I will. I'll take that as a victory. Was it a pass? No. Fans. Yeah, I don't know the percentage because clearly I don't know math. What's the percentage, fans? Does anybody know the percentage here that we're looking at? A 30%. Well, that's halfway. That's halfway. We're getting there. We're getting there. And that's what perseverance is all about. So is it a fail? Yeah. But does that mean that we can't go back and try again and ask for extra help? And no, fans. Anyway, so we're going to move on to other stuff here. Let's get away from the math. That was a bit of a drag to get through that. 9 out of... We should do like a tally. Let me see if I can do that. Because I don't know if it's going to add up everything. So we'll keep a running tally on the screen of what I did. As embarrassing as that's going to be, fans. I had to have it up for the whole world. He only got a 9 out of 30. But that's what my life was like. That's what my life was like, fans, even when I was in college. And I'm still hot about this. The trauma's coming back, fans. The trauma's coming back, and I'm still hot about it. When I was in college, fans, and I'm scared to say this in case anybody gets wind of it, that may have something to say. Dude, they made all our grades public in college, so everybody in the class could see the grades. Now, it didn't say the names. Fans, it didn't say the names. But it showed, who was getting what. And who, do you think, was the only person in the class getting a 60? Getting a 40, getting a 0, and it was humiliating. Humiliating. So screw that college for that. I think that's absolutely inappropriate. I don't know what kind of modern practice that is. Brother, it was either I survived college or I went back to Kurtz. So math, 9 out of 30. And we'll keep a total of that. But that's the truth. I thought that was sick. I should sue for my trauma. I should sue for my trauma. Yes, maybe that's not a bad idea, fans. So we got math, 9 out of 30. How are you guys feeling about science? We got any science guys in here tonight? I don't really consider myself a science guy, but a 10 out of 30 would have been a hot grade. A 10 out of 30 would have been hot. I think that's pretty good. I didn't look at anything that in the chat said. True, right? He's a science guy. Ames, he's high. He's a science guy. Science was my worst subject. I found it kind of boring. Science carried my grades. Well, let's see. Here we go. So don't answer, fans, please. We want to do this legitimately. Y'all ready? Let me get a drink here. Let's go. The tilt of the Earth's rotation axis towards or away from the sun causes, I think it's 24-hour days. Nobody tell me. This one's shorter. Based on the table, which of the following animals would be classified as a terrariary? What's that? Terrariary customer? I have no idea what the hell that means, customer. I've never heard an animal referred to as an effing customer before. Which of the following animal will be classified as a terrariary? I don't even know what terrariary means. Customer. Oh, consumer. Consumer. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm so dumb. This is so embarrassing, dude. I'm about to... Fans, I'm about to... No, I'm just kidding. We're going to keep going. I don't know, anteater. We'll give Arthur a shout out and go with anteater, I guess. White Nose syndrome is an emerging disease that affects North American bats. The disease is named for a white fungal growth around the muzzles and the wings of hibernating bats. It was first identified in 2006, but has since spread rapidly across the United States. No treatment is known. Some species have declined by more than 90%. The Kentucky State Park is very concerned about the health of the bats and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So what's the question? Oh, this is the grid. So this is the information this is the information that we need. What was the mean number of bats in 2020 from the 6 colonies in the park? Let's see, the mean. I'm looking. Fans, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking at the numbers here. I'm going to go 304. Yeah, they're basically asking like friggin' math questions again. Oh, it's like the same thing. We don't have to read it because it's the exact same thing. So we use the grid again. What is the median number of bats in 2021? I'm not guessing. I'm not guessing, fans. I'm looking at the information. I'm going to go with, okay, hold on. 204. Use the energy pyramid to answer the question. Tertiary consumers, secondary consumers, primary consumers, primary producers. How is energy obtained by primary producers. Photosynthesis, maybe? That sounds sciencey. That sounds sciencey. What interaction between Earth systems was most likely responsible for the creation of this landmark, the Grand Canyon? I think it's the fissures, like earthquakes and stuff, I think. I'm getting into this. Fans. I'm getting hot for education. And I hope you guys are as well. I hope you guys are having a great stream. I'm trying to read the comments. I'm just trying to avoid any people trying to answer them for me. Multiple studies have supported the following two hypotheses. Increasing the temperature of solvent A allows all dissolvable solutes to dissolve faster. Substance A is divulsible on solvent A, while substance B is not. Given the two hypotheses, which of the following is most likely to be true? No, like I said, you know what? I got to take a quick break because I am noticing there's a lot of people here tonight. There's about 57 people. There's almost about 60 people. If you're looking for a crash out, if you're looking for garbage, you ain't going to get it. This is a serious stream, serious topic, doing positive content. So if you're here to laugh and giggle and, I'm going to give you guys a moment to get out, fans. Okay. Substance A. Okay, so given the two hypotheses, which of the following is most likely to be true? I mean, it can't be this one. It can't be this one. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with that one. When a person reaches out and touches a hot pan, the blank system is triggered and activates the blank system to move the hand away. Now, I used to be good at this kind of stuff. I think it's the nervous system and the muscular system, though. I was good at that. I was good at, like, body science. That was, like, one of my highest grades. Was, like, body science stuff. What's up, Tyler, the Perfect Storm? Thank you for supporting me on this challenging stream. I appreciate you being here. In mice, gray fur is dominant to white fur color. Two mice mate, producing offspring. The female mouse has a genotype that results in white fur color, while the male mouse has the genotype that results in gray fur color. So we got a GG. Oh, I remember this. Hold on. I remember this. Use the pungent square to calculate the probability that these two mice will produce an offspring with white fur. I think it's 25%. Fans. No, I was good at, I don't know what it's called. Human biology or whatever. I was good at that. What, you can't believe that I'd actually be knowledgeable about something? For Christ's sake? I'm keeping my eye on some people that are seeming to wander their way in here with questions that don't belong. It's inspirational? Well, I appreciate that. Fans. I do. Come on, people. Get your ass in the class, fans, and make a change in your life. All right. The oceans on Earth experience tides, waves, and currents. These factors change how humans experience the oceans and impact how ocean water interacts with the land. Tides are changes in the sea level, the ocean that occur periodically. Density differences in the seawater. All right. Yellowstone National Park is known for its unique population of animals. Diverse landscapes. The Rocky Mountain wolf has kept a long-lasting predator-prey relationship with the deer in the park. Over the last few years, gray wolves has reintroduced to diversify animal. We're still doing math here, fans. We're still doing effing math. I still got to look at all these effing numbers. It pisses me off. Based on the chart above, what is the relationship between the Rocky Mountain and the gray wolf? Well, I don't know. It's just a bunch of effing numbers. Competition, I guess. I got to guess on that one. I mean, I don't want to guess. A seesaw is an example of what type of simple machine? You know what? I don't know. A wedge? No. A lever. Now I'm really embarrassed. I'm not even going to look at the chat. I'm not even going to look at the chat for that one. DNA is an abbreviation for deoxyribonucleic acid. Veins. DNA is hereditary. Material that contains instructions from an organism needs to develop live and reproduce. Information is stored in DNA as a code that is made up of 4 chemical bases: adriine, guanine, costeine, and thiamine. The sequence of these bases determines the information available for. I'm trying, for Christ's sake. That's a big part of this stream, fans, is trying. Putting yourself out there, taking risks. Not letting people tell you that you'll only ever be Kurtz, that you'll never have a chance, grocery bag, and all that crap. That's what this is about. Some of you people that are trashing me for getting the wrong answer or not reading the words right are missing the point of the piece. Fans. Those are the type of people that want to stop you from getting your GED. You know, those are like the booze buddies on the couch saying, oh, you know, that's stupid. School is stupid. That's what they're representing right now in the chat, fans. So anyway, DNA can be best compared to a recipe for a fruit smoothie, I guess, would be, right? There's still math. Fans, there's still math. There's still effing math. Ugh. What numbers are needed in the blank spaces to balance the chemical equation? I don't effing know. S2. This is going to be a guess because I don't even know how to do that on a calculator. Enter the acceleration below in m/S2. I don't even know what to put in. Newton's second law. I don't know. MS3. I don't know. Sorry, fans. Sorry. Sometimes you got to take a hit. Sometimes you got to take a hit and just keep going. A study was carried out involving the heart rates of 2 subjects, one with previous cycling training, one who spent self-reported living in a sedentary lifestyle, like me. The subject's heart rate were measured during 15 minutes of cycling. The graph below depicts the heart rate of each individual. Fans. Which of the following conclusions can be inferred from the data depicted in the graph? Okay, so they're both going up. HR untrained, HR trained. Let's really get in there. This is easy. You just got to read the thing. The heart rate of the untrained individual was greater. No. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it. Fans, we got it. What's up, Big Bad Steven, tonight? What are y'all up to tonight? How are y'all doing? Hopefully you're having fun. We're getting through it. We're making our way. More effing numbers, man. The equation provided represents photosynthesis. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I don't know it, but I remember the concept I remember the concept, fans. But we'll go with this one. We got a couple left. Peter hypothesizes that if students switch from a cereal breakfast to a high-protein breakfast, their grades will improve. The step of his experiment is given below. Arrange the steps in order to correct order from first to last to give. Uh-oh, fans. I don't even know how to do this. I don't even know how to do the test. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. I'm fans, please. I'm sorry. I'm getting a bit emotional, fans. When I see these questions and I just can't do them, it's hard. I can't do it. Fans, that's the attitude that I had, that I can't do it. And that's how I'm starting to feel again. Brother, after this stream, I'm going to be holding that friggin' GED diploma beside me in bed tonight. The fact that I actually effing got it, fans. The fact that I actually effing got it, and they can't take it away. Hopefully. Hopefully there's not some law that if you do a GED test on a stream that they can revoke your GED education. The average diameter of a healthy male's aorta, the largest artery in the body, is 36 mm. If 1 meter... What is this going on in the chat, fans? There's too many people here, fans. There's too many people here. Something's going on tonight. Like I said, it's very strange that I'm in this vulnerable position where I could snap at any effing minute, break into effing tears. And for whatever reason, there's more people here. Fans, that's the hateful element. Fans, that are trying to watch me effing slip up. That's what it is. And you're going to have that in life as well. EWED2 has used 10 kicks. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I really appreciate the effing support today. I'm hot trying to build this career into the next month. As we start a fresh new month of content. So thank you for that. Okay. 36 mm is equal to 100 millimeters. So that's all you got to do there. Okay, here we go. Which of the following conclusions does the paragraph support? Oh, Janet Parker was a medical photographer working at the University of Birmingham Medical School. The floor below her darkroom studio was a lab where scientists were studying the smallpox virus. That August, she became ill with smallpox and died. At no point before her infection did she have direct contact with the contaminated biological samples. To this day, Janet Parker is one of the last people who have died from smallpox. So which of the following conclusions does the paragraph support? Smallpox frightens the medical community? I mean, sure. I mean, that's true. So there we go. There is science. Let's see how we did, fans. I'm nervous. Let's see. Wrong. Damn it. Oh, I can't watch. I can't watch. See, this is my life. This is my life. Ever since I was a little boy, this is the trauma that has followed me around until I took that, like I said, it took me like 5 effing years and really locked in. And like this is sad, fans. This is challenging. I don't want the fans to see me like this. I don't want the fans to see me like this, but it's important to do. It's important to do. I can't think of myself. I got to think of others that have been in this position. That if I have failed the GED test before, hey, PWR, that worldwide brand, he failed the GED test. You know, if we can help a couple people along the way with this piece that we're doing, that would mean a lot. Yeah, it ain't looking too good, fans. It ain't looking too good. I did read the questions. What are you talking about? I did read the effing question. The fans, can you believe this? They're like, you sound just like the teachers. Now you sound just like the teachers. I sat here and read the effing questions. And he's saying I didn't read the questions. Fans, I can't believe it. We got a 5 out of 20. We got a 5 out of 20. So that'll take us 5 out of 20. So what's our total score? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 fans in total. We got 14 right. That's a victory. That's something to be proud of, fans. Thank you, Too Damn Filthy, and thank you, Revolver PPK, for the kicks. I appreciate it, guys. I really do appreciate the support on this stream because I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's a personal piece. It's something that means something to me. So it's nice that you guys are showing it, the passion and the support. They put too many trick questions in. Fair enough. Okay, so we're at, let's see. Okay, we'll go back. What do we got next, fans? What do we got next? I believe it is reasoning, thought, language, arts test. So I guess this is technically like the English piece. The English piece. So, oh, God, Lord. I'm going to have to read. I'm going to have to read. Look at fans, I'm going to have to read. Uh-oh. We're in trouble, fans. We're in trouble. Get ready for the worst stream you've ever seen in your life. Here it comes. This is going to be challenging, fans. Whew! The history of the Girl Scout cookies. Oh, boy. For nearly 100 years, the Girl Scouts and their supporters have made their annual cookie sale into the iconic American tradition, fans. And all while they learn valuable life lessons, like we're learning here tonight, made their communities better, and most of it, they had fun. Sounds like us, fans, over in this brand here. Girl Scout cookies began long ago in the kitchens of troop members with moms volunteering to advise. In 1917, only 5 years after the Girl Scouts of America was founded by Gillette Gordon Lau, I don't know if I pronounced that right, the Miss Troop in Misogi, Oklahoma, began baking and selling cookies in high school cafeterias as a service project. From these humble beginnings, a national fundraising phenomenon was born, fans. Yeah, fans, get settled into bed, get your blanket, get your pillow, because you're getting PWR story time here. By 1922, the Girl Scouts of America were getting the word out about this amazing fundraiser. The American Girl magazine featured an article by local director in Chicago, which provided a cookie recipe complete with a sales plan. In 1933, the Greater Philadelphia Council began baking cookies and selling them in the city's gas and electric company windows. Local Girl Scout troops raised money and developed market. I'm really trying not to say and blah, 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 fans. And business skills by 1934, they became the first council to sell commercially baked cookies. No, you know what is challenging about this, and I will say this. Am I the best reader? No, fans. And there's more trauma coming up. There's more trauma coming up. Because you remember when you were in elementary school and they called you to read aloud and you had challenges and, you know, the teacher's kind of looking at you crooked like you're retarded and all that. Like that's the era of schooling I remember. That's the era of school I remember. See, the trauma is overflowing when I'm trying to overcome it here. When I'm trying to overcome it. Whew. Okay. In most recent years, the GSA has begun to focus more heavily on design with bold and bright boxes that capture the spirit of Girl Scouting. There are still 8 varieties of cookies, but they're now kosher, and much to the excitement of the young Girl Scouts, can be sold by disease. Read this sentence from the paragraph. For nearly 100 years, the Girl Scouts and their supporters have made their annual cookie sale into the iconic American tradition, and all while they learned valuable life lessons, made their communities better, and most of all had fun. What can readers infer from this sentence? The GSA was created. This is so dumb. I hate these questions, man. Oh, yeah, sure. Now they're calling me dyslexic in the chat. Yeah, I'm dyslexic, I'm autistic, I'm ADHD, I'm effing bipolar, I'm effing BPD, I'm effing all of it. Okay? God damn it. And I'm trying to show people with challenges that we can do it too. What can readers infer from this sentence? I don't know what infer means. Learning valuable life lessons is an American tradition? Sure. I guess I'll go with that. Oh, we got another question. We just read that. It's based on the same thing. Which detail in the passage supports the idea that tradition of selling Girl Scout cookies started as a local project before it caught on with the GSA nationally? Fans. From these humble beginnings, a national fundraising phenomenon was born. I'm starting to get scared, fans. I'm starting to get scared. I don't want to be in this position again. Like, fans, I'm like, 8, 9 years old. Back when they were calling me effing grocery bag when they said I never had a chance. The teachers told me I never had a chance. And I feel like I'm there again, man. It's a really vulnerable... Look, they're calling me effing grocery bag in the chat. How sick... I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. I've talked with my therapist about it. I'm trying to move past it. Horrible thing for a teacher to call a child. Horrible thing for a teacher to call a child. Anyway, I am going with the bottom one because it matches the paragraph the closest. My grade 7-8 teacher told my dad I'd be in prison. Jeez, well they didn't tell me I'd be in prison. I never got that. So we're working off the same paragraph here. Which idea about the history of the Girl Scout cookie is supported by the passage? Troop in Oklahoma was the first to use commercial bakers in the fundraising. GSA is known for putting a little... No. Troop in Philadelphia is the first to use commercial bakers. I think it's this first one. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Well, this is about overcoming trauma. This is about overcoming trauma. A 9 out of 30. Well, like I said, I'm being vulnerable. I'm showing the reality of giving it the best you can give. You know what? I'm almost starting to feel like I'm just going to shut the whole thing down. Fans, this is being turned into a mockery of everything that I wanted this to stand for. Face my fears. Yes, thank you for the support, guys. Sioski with 100 kicks and Ewed 2 with 110. Oh, wait a second. I think we have something. I think we have somebody in here that shouldn't be here. And I think he knows who he is. This is no place for that effing idiot to be on a positive stream. This isn't hatred, felted simp. This isn't a hatred piece. This is a positive stream. So I don't know what the hell you're doing here. Get the hell out. No, now I'm mad. Do we have kick mods? Fans, get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'm not continuing the stream until he's out of here. That effing bastard. The simp is effing out. The simp is out. This is not a place for hateful people. This is not a place for turncoats and effing clout chasers. This is a place of healing. Is he gone? Is he banned from this career? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, fans. Thank you. Anyway, back to what's important here. Back to what's important. The Girl Scout Federation of Greater New York soon followed Philadelphia's lead in 1935, but they added the words Girl Scout cookies on the box. Girl Scout in New York are better marketers. Selling cookies didn't become profitable. Philadelphia bred marketers, the girls. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I remember that from the paragraph. How many effing questions are about effing Girl Scout cookies here? Jesus Christ. How many effing questions are about effing Girl Scout cookies? We're on like question effing 5. Is the whole god darn thing. I'm going to try to watch my language, fans. Okay, you know what? Fans, this is not turning out the way I wanted it to. I need to think of my therapy. I got to think of my healing methods. I'm starting to get anxious, nervous, mad, violent. And there's a lot of trauma coming to the surface here tonight. How does the final paragraph relate to the rest of the passage? It summarizes the history of the Girl Scouts cookies. Let's take a look in recent years. Summarizes the history. Summarizes the history. Yeah, nobody's going to screw this up for me tonight. Nobody's going to screw this up to me. No effing idiot in the chat is going to screw this up. We're still on this stupid effing Girl Scout crap. Based on the passage, well, at least I don't have to read again the whole goddamn thing. Based on the passage, what does the author want readers to understand about the Girl Scout cookies? See, I don't understand. What does the author want readers to understand? Isn't that your own interpretation? So how can there be a right answer? Like, that makes no effing sense to me. If you're asking, what does the author want readers to understand? Everyone has their own effing interpretation. That's like when I did a project. I did a project on Tuesdays at Maury's. And I put this really interesting theory that actually Maury was the villain. The teacher gave me 1% on the goddamn essay, which is ridiculous because it's all up to interpretation. That kind of stuff pisses me off. They don't like people who think outside the box, fans. They don't like people who look outside the box. I haven't had Girl Scout cookies since I was an effing child, but I guess we're still going on about them. There are still 8 varieties of cookies, but they're now kosher. And much to the excitement of younger Girl Scouts, can be sold daisless. Replacing the word excitement and with astonishment changes the meaning of the sentence, suggesting that daisies, I don't know what that means. Daisies, D-A-I-S-I-E-S. I don't even know what that is. To sell cookies was. I think it's overdue because people are going to want kosher. So it definitely was probably overdue. Okay, we got more reading to do, fans. Hopefully a lot of effing idiots will get out of here when the real intelligent parts of the stream come on. All staff. Jill Peterson, Senior Vice President, April 19th, 2016. Subject, strategic changes and welcome Lynchian? I don't know. As you're all aware, we'll be transitioning from our existing client management system to a new platform that includes more advanced analytic capabilities. This change will help us match with more appropriate products. In addition to this improved product selection. The new customer management system will provide a more uniform data management platform across the departments. Another issue I would like to bring to your attention involves the introduction of our 24-hour customer support line. We will need to run a third shift from 12 to 8 a.m. to staff the 24-hour customer support line. I would like to invite interested employees, blank, their interest in working in blank on the third shift. The third shift employees will be paid overtime rates, which should serve as additional motivation for those looking to make some extra cash. Finally, Robin Messier, fans, will be joining our company next week as head of our commercial lending division. Robin. Sorry, not Robin. Robin. That must, the Canadian was slipping in there. Been working at Affinity Bank for the past 5 years, fans. Where she increased commercial lending portfolio by 80% over that time. Her previous expertise stints with JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Goldman Sachs. We'll be holding a public luncheon on April 29th, 2016 to formally welcome into the fold. 8. What? There's no question here. Oh, the memo below is unfinished. For each numbered section, choose the option that correctly completes the sentence. Okay, you know what, Fendar? I'm calling you out because honestly, that's over the line. That's over the line. That's your final warning. You come in here mentioning other effing careers that I want nothing to do with. Now, you're saying, do they just give these literacy awards to anybody? Where's yours? Where's yours? Do you have one? No, you don't. Because you didn't have to survive like I did, fans. You didn't have to survive like I did. Somebody like Fendar, he wouldn't survive. He wouldn't have what it takes to survive. Fans, and I did. I don't know if I still do anymore, fans. I don't know if I still have it in me anymore. But I look at it as a survivor medal. Very proud of it. So anyway, to contract clients. To contact clients, their interest. So it's this one. Yes. I'm just trying to see if this is the same one. I don't know what they just keep. Thank God, so I don't have to keep reading them over and over. Thank you, Banjo Friend, for some moral support tonight. We need all the moral support we can get. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And thanks for being a part of this powerful piece. We're not doing hatred tonight, fans. We're not doing hatred. No, it's not about beating the exam. It's about giving it an effort and being vulnerable with your challenges. That's what this is about, fans. That's what this is about. So let's see. What's the question? The memo is unfinished. For each numbered section option, choose the option that correctly completes the sentence. I'm getting into this now, fans. Let's see. Contact. Well, I think it's just this one. I mean, honestly, that's all crap. All those dots and crap in the sentence. Can you use Game Shark? No, brother, there's no Game Shark when it comes to effing education, let me tell you that. There's no effing Game Shark. I would get extra help. I would get extra help when I was young. Fans, they'd take me to another room and give me additional help. But there's no Game Shark, cheat. Okay, let me look at this. Hold on. So there, okay, to match there. So match there. Fans. Thank you, fans. Okay, we're getting a lot of weirdness going on in the career. I don't know what the hell's going on. We got effing bots or something. Somebody's trying to screw my positive. You try to do something positive, and somebody has to screw it up. We're getting flooded with effing bots. Fans are getting effing flooded with bots. This is an attack on positivity. This is crazy. Okay, whatever. We got to make it to the end of the stream regardless of what happens. The memo below is unfinished. For each numbered section, choose the option that correctly completes the sentence. And we're reading the same thing again. So, to match our... What the hell? Contact includes... Increased includes commercial. Yes, includes. That would be what I think. That's what I would think. Yes, we are going to do the essay. We are going to do the essay, fans. As much as I don't effing want to do the effing essay, and as much as it's probably going to be trash, I am going to do it when I see... Oh, good Lord. We got more reading, fans. We got more reading. So here I go. Getting started with yoga. Just what you want to hear on my career. PWRX Yoga. There are many styles of yoga taught in the West. Some styles emphasize power and are physically challenged. Okay, we're getting idiots. This sucks. Well, of course it sucks for you because you're not an intelligent person. You're not a positive person. They're no different than the teachers that tried to tell me I never had a chance, they're really not, fans. No, I told myself I could do this, guys. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to let it effing bother me, fans, because this stream needs to happen, and this stream cannot break down into me yelling and screaming. That is the last thing that needs to happen. How would it look to the younger generation seeing this stream where I'm trying to inspire people to take their GED if they have challenges, and I'm on here yelling and screaming? That's not what this is going to turn into. I just got to calm down because I'm starting to get a little effing mad, fans. I am. I'm starting to see a lot of weird, strange comments. While others offer more meditative in nature, the style you choose should be based on why you want to do yoga. In the first place, many students start yoga simply. One second, I'm going to put the music back. Pranayama, breathing techniques, which can be excellent for relaxation. I'm starting to shake. Like I'm getting like the effing alcoholic shakes. I'm so nervous, man. I feel so vulnerable. I've never felt so vulnerable, ever in my career. Like ever. I've never felt this vulnerable before, fans. And I've been in some pretty challenging situations. I've been on the air with some bad men in my time. And brother, let me tell you, this takes the cake. This takes the cake. Hey, PWR, it's been a while since I've been here. Hope everything's good. Yeah, everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Thank you for popping in. What's up, Zaneed? How are you, brother? How are you? Dr. Frankenstein is in the house, giving everybody a little shout out here. Glad you guys are here. We got to keep going, though. Once you've decided what style you want to study, you have to find a class. Some students just choose a studio. It's easy to go to, has free parking. Even if you do this, there will probably be several teachers. Somebody I've never seen before, fans, is coming in saying, what are you up to on this stream? I'm trying to inspire people to go forward with their education, even if they have challenges, is what I'm up to. Trying to change lives is what I'm up to here. If you can allow me to do that. Yoga teachers can become certified by taking a course, although there is no standardized certification implemented by any state or the federal government. While certification does exist, it can be for courses that last as little as a weekend, long as a year or more. As a result, oh my God. Okay, I got to read it. I have to. I'm just like, all I want to do is like, blah, 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 whatever. And maybe that was one of my issues. Maybe I didn't read. Maybe I do have challenges reading. Maybe I do. You don't really see it until you're vulnerable in front of a group of people. So, how does a student select a good teacher? Word of mouth referrals are always good. Students can also try a class to decide if that teacher is a good fit. In the end, the choice of a teacher has many different facets. Let's see. What is the main idea of this passage? See, I don't know. Like, yoga is good exercise. There are many different yoga styles. Good teachers may or not be certified. Yoga classes offer many choices. So they pretty much I guess yoga classes offer many choices. I don't know. That's such a dumb effing question, man. And I had to read all that too. It's a waste of my effing time. You hate teachers. Well, we're trying to not be hateful, okay? Can we eliminate all this I hate teachers? Listen, I've had instances with teachers that I'm not happy about myself, fans. Many. Going back decades. But it's finally time to realize that we are the adults and that we have the opportunity to inspire people. It just takes one teacher. It just takes one teacher, fans, to change your perspective. Based on the passage, which statement is probably true? I don't know. These questions are so stupid. A serious yoga student may change teachers during their studies. They did mention that. Yoga students must be flexible to be successful. Well, how can you be successful at yoga? It's not a sport. Doesn't even make sense. So that can't be it. I guess I'll go with this one. A serious yoga student may charge teachers during their studies. Okay, we're going back to this one. People are talking about bongs. I don't know where the hell that's coming from. Jesus. Talking about bongs. Great. Great. Yeah, bongs. Brother, if I wouldn't have put down the bong, I'd still be effing smoking and joking with the effing booze buddies, brother. So don't be encouraging that behavior in my inspirational piece, please. Okay? I don't appreciate it. The author of this passage would probably agree with the statement below. Certification for yoga is vital. No pain, no gain is true in yoga. This is so stupid. Good Western yoga classes should include breathing. There is no teacher who is best for all students. That's very true. We're going to go with that one because that is true. That is true, fans. You should hit... No, okay, I'm not even reading that. Okay, I feel like people are trying to turn this into garbage here. I can't do it, fans. I can't do it tonight. I'm in a very vulnerable position doing this. You guys don't know how hard this is to do. And I'm not saying it's hard because, like, I'm reading or, like, it's... I'm like in elementary school again. I'm feeling the challenges. Remembering the teachers, calling my parents, sending letters home. Putting me in the resource class. Putting me in the guidance counselor room. You know, it's hard to put a lot of that trauma behind. And it's starting to all come up again. No, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. This stream has to be done. It has to be done. It's like my I need to. Something inside me, something in my mind told me, PWR, you have to do this. Regardless if it's hot or not. I'm not going to quit. But that's the mood that I'm in. That this is hard. I don't want to be here getting all these questions wrong like this. If I prove anything, I have my GED now, for Christ's sake. I have my GED. I do. I have my GED. It took time. Takes more time for other people. I'm attempting it again. Just to show. Not everybody gets it on the first try. Names. Implemented most nearly means put into effect. Okay, thank God we don't have to read another paragraph yet. We're getting through it. We're just about to hit 2 hours, guys. So let me know what you think of the program here tonight. Let me know if you think there are people out there that may get something out of this. I really hope so, for Christ's sake. Guaranteed half the chat doesn't pass without doing it on stream. Yeah, I mean, dude, we're talking, what, 10 years? Almost 15 years? You know, since I've done this. Of the choices below, it can be inferred from this passage that the author most likely has taught yoga, I would say, because they're so knowledgeable. It's just so dumb. I don't care about effing yoga. In paragraph 1, the writer mentions, this word, parariyama, to indicate that yoga is a deep practice. I think that's it, yeah. We're getting there. Okay, I got to calm down. I can't rush. I'm starting. See, these are where all the challenges are coming up. Fans, you're seeing all my childhood challenges coming up. I'm starting to rush. I'm starting to just want to get it out and get it to the teacher and go play my Game Boy or whatever. I'm starting to get there. Reel me back, fans. Oh. We got to do this. I have to do this, fans. I have to. Whether it's saving milk jugs, sorting newspapers neatly into a pile of placing unnecessary office paper in a corner, recycling bin. The American recycling experiment continues. Consider the set of recycling statistics reflected in the bar chart. It compares American recycling rates for select... Oh my God, I'm starting to wonder what the hell is... Whatever. Back to the recycling. Over a 50-year time frame using 10-year intervals. The large green bars on the graph show that between 1960 and 2010, paper recycling has exceeded the recycling rate and from the other materials. As the years passed, American recycling habits expanded, with beverage containers recycling explaining much of the increase in glass, metal, and plastics recycling in 1990. I need a breath. Holy Christ. I'm sweating, man. I'm like drenched. I'm sweating. While circumstances exist where individuals might need a moment to stop and think through any particular recycling task. What's up, Snowman? How are you, dude? Most modern recycling tasks use reverse vending machines, are quite simple and accomplished by many individuals as reflected participation. I'm about to fall asleep. Organized beverage containers. I don't want to, give me something interesting. What is this? The 9,000 curbside recycling program available between 1985 and 2005 also contributed to the increased aggregate recycling. Curbside programs follow a few general rules. 5 of the most common are presented below. Follow sorting guidelines. Keep recycled material. Know your recycling. Know your recycling day. When in doubt, leave it out. That's hot. I never thought of that. When in doubt, leave it out. Might start doing that. Prior to 1990, what type of material was not recycled? That's plastic, I think, because they didn't have a lot of plastic in the 90s. Okay. Let's look at the graph here. Go to the next question. Which of the following is not a reason for the increase in recycling in the 20th century? Not a reason. Reverse vending machines, they mention that. We're doing it. We're hot. What interference can be made from the phrase 1990s recycling technology wave as used in the passage? Thank you for your moral support, Master Nico. And thank you for all the support that you guys have shown for this positive piece here. No hatred tonight. I'm getting a lot of hatred. I'm getting a lot of questionable comments. But this is a positive piece. Thank you, Revolver PPK, for 10 kicks. Very much appreciated. My inner child is healing. What inference, I can't read, can be made from the phrase 1990s recycling technology wave as used in the package? Recycling became more popular in the 90s. I think that is true. There's no recess here, brother. No recess here. No recess. Just schoolwork. There will be no break. I'm just going right through the whole damn thing. I'm just thankful I don't have to read like a bunch of these friggin' things or I'd be going nuts. Thank you, Bucky Hour, for 100 effing kicks. 100 kicks for positivity. Thank you, fans. I appreciate it. This is incredible to see the support coming in. I didn't think anybody would care. I only imagined like 10 people, and I know we got a lot of hateful people that want to see me screw up and, melt down or something, but that's not going to happen. Revolver PPK with 1 kick. Thank you so effing much. I will do a cup jingle jangle, baby, for education here for you as we continue on with our, I don't even know what the topic is. English? They called it some modern effing thing. I don't even remember what they called it. $5 from Snowman. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Revolver PPK with 1 kick. Let's take a break here. Let's get all your support. Let's get all your support in, fans, before we start getting back into the rest of the test. because we're getting there. We're getting there. Revolver PPK with 10 kicks. Thank you so much. Hot support. Hot support on the table. Damn. Thank you, Happy Cat. I appreciate that so much, dude. That's really cool. Bucky Hour with another effing 100 kicks. They are running a train of positivity on my career right now. They are running a train of positivity from over there to over here. Can you feel it? Can you feel the positivity? Doesn't it feel good to not be hateful? Doesn't it feel good not to be an evil, twisted, sick person? Isn't it good to be somebody with morals who wants to help and try to inspire people? Thank you, Most Tasteless, for 100 kicks as well. Thank you, Revolver PPK. Funky Buddha, Revolver PPK. Oh, they're running a train. They're running a train of support. And I can't stop it. I can't. We got to get back to the test, fans. You're inspired. Well, I'm glad you are inspired. We got to keep this going, fans, because we want this to be a statement piece. We don't want to linger on longer than we have to. We want to be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, out of there, and get back to the regular streaming stuff. According to the passage, which of the following is a general recycling rule? Only place for cycle. Who cares? What does this have to do with anything? Well, I guess it's important to know how to take your garbage out. I guess it is at least like a real world scenario they're talking about. Only place recyclables in the recyclable bin. Don't put non-recyclable items in the recycle. Well, sure. I'll take it. Which of the following inferences can be made? Well, recycling is easy. Some people still refuse to recycle, I guess. Recycling is now completely automated. Many people do not need to recycle. Some recycling tasks require people to sort and some do not. Like, these questions are so dumb. Yeah, I'll go with that one because they still have people that do stuff. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for the support. The support hasn't stopped, fans. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. But like I said, this stream wasn't like for support. It was more for, Ada Handle gifted 10 jewels. I don't know what jewels are, but we're getting gifted modern support. We're getting some kind of modern support. Ada Handle with 10 jewels. We're getting modern support. I don't know what jewels are, but we're getting some kind of modern support, fans. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's keep going. $10 from Snowman. Let's go. Let's effing go. Yeah. Who are you calling garbage bag now, teacher? Huh? 10 jewels? Bunch of support? Trying to inspire people? Worldwide brand? Who's garbage bag now? Who's the effing garbage bag now, fans? Feels good. Feels good to conquer your inner demons. That's kind of what this is about as well, like confronting your demons, you know. Confronting your demons. Damn. Confronting your trauma. Thank you so much, Snowman, for that $10 super chat. Let's go. Let's get through English here and move on to the next scenario. According to the passage, where's the best place for a recycling center to be built? Next door to a waste removal center, I guess. I don't know what these jewels are, but we keep getting these jewels. Some kind of modern support system. I don't know if that's on Kick or effing YouTube or what it is. Happy Cat has gifted 10 jewels as well. Thank you. Sure. I don't know, fans. I don't know. I'm getting old, brother. A blink of the eye. The whole streaming industry could change, brother, and I could be put out to pasture. I don't know. With these new modern things going on. Jewels, they're called. Jules. Oh, it's okay. Well, we're not worried about that right now. We're worried about what we're doing here right now. But I do appreciate all the support, and I'll try to call it out the best that I can because we're getting deep test here. We're getting deep test. Half cent? Half cent? What? Well, whatever. Half cent is a half cent, baby. Half cent is a half cent. I'll take it. Baby, I will take it. Put the half cents in the plate. Put the half cents in the plate, baby. It only takes 2 to make a full cent. Now we're getting there now. All right. Which sentence best expresses the primary message of the article? As the years passed, American recycling habits expanded with beverage container recycling, explaining much of the increase in glass, plastics, and recycling. That is true. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we did it. So we're done. I'm nervous. I am effing nervous. Let's see how I did. Fans, I don't know. I'm really effing nervous. Let's see. Wrong. God damn it. Basic. Oh, there we go. A little bit of green, baby. A little bit of green. A little bit of green. Ugh. God damn it. This is hard, man. This is the hardest part of this stream, sitting here and watching my sacrifice reflect my childhood. This is tough to overcome. Fans, this is tough to overcome because this brings me back to my childhood. You know, this brings me back to like when kindergarten teachers were like telling my parents I wasn't playing with the toys right and crap like that. It's been my whole life, fans. It's been my whole life. That I've dealt with these kind of... No games tonight. No games tonight. No games tonight, Snowman. No games tonight. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're kind of starting to pop a little bit now. We're starting to pop. We're starting to pop. Show me the green, baby. Show me the green. Show me the green. Show me the green. Show me the green, baby. Oh. This is hot. This is hot. This is hot, fans. We are popping now. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my God, fans. Huh! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So that is out of 20. How many did we get right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 24. 11 out of 24 on English. The tally rises here. Fans, thank you for the Jules Blood Farter. Fans. So what are we at now? 11? I can't count. You know what the sad truth is? I can't even count this. Let me try. I don't think I can even add this up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 25. Am I right? 25 in total, fans? I might be off by 1. I can't count. I can't. You see my math skills. You see my math skills. Anyway, we're moving on. Snowman with another $5 and says Metal Gear Solid 4 re-release. Well, brother, I can't. No, we're not talking about that tonight. We'll get there. We'll get there. But tonight ain't about Metal Gear. It ain't about gaming. It's about sacrifice and overcoming your trauma and inspiring people, fans. So I do appreciate you letting me know, though. I'm already hot for it. Can't wait to play Metal Gear Solid 4 again. Like I said, if I do it on stream, it'll be no cutscenes, only kills. No cutscenes. All gameplay. Anyway, so we're moving on. We got 9 out of 30 for math, 5 out of 10 in science, and 11 out of 24 in English. So English is the highest that we've gotten so far. So what do we got next? We got social studies. We got social studies, and then we have the essay, which I don't know how that's going to go, fans. I don't know how that's going to go. Thank you, Revolver PPK, for the kicks. Thank you guys for the support. If you want to support something positive, fans, show support tonight. Show support tonight. It would be incredible to show people that you can do something positive and inspirational and still get the high-risk support. So thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. Very cool. Very cool to have that success on this piece. I didn't think anybody would care. I didn't think anybody would give two craps. But they do. And we're going to continue. So deep breath. We got two more. We got social studies, which, what is that? Like geography? Like, what is social studies? Like, I don't know. I have no clue. It's like a Canadian thing. I think social studies is like a Canadian term. And I am sipping on this effing Gatorade like nobody's business. I'm nervous. I'm nervous tonight. The following table provides information on the Irish immigration during the mid-19th century. Math again. Great. Math again. Which of the following statements most accurately describes the patterns of Irish immigration in the mid-19th century? It remained relatively unchanged. No. It continually increased between, let's see, 1847. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I can see it. I can see it. I think we got that one. The following expert is a speech by President Woodrow Wilson from 1918 endorsing the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. I regard the I'm trying to do like my president talk. I regard the concurrence of the Senate in the constitutional amendment proposing the extension of the suffrage to women as vitally essential to the successful prosecution of the great war of humanity in which we are engaged. It is my duty to win the war and to ask you to remove every obstacle that stands in the way of winning it. How was that for my president? Was that a good president? Probably not. How does the constitutional amendment process begin? I don't know that. Okay, hold on. No, don't give me the answer. I'm warning everybody right now. Guys, you've been really awesome not giving the effing answers. I appreciate that. We have a lot of Americans that are probably going to be slapping me on the head with an effing ruler here in a minute. Let's see. How does the constitutional amendment process begin? President can introduce or propose amendments. Congress can introduce an amendment by 2/3 of the vote. I'm going to go with the president can introduce proposed amendments. That's what I'm going to go with. The following expert is from President Thomas Jefferson's first inaugural address in 1801. Still one thing more, fellow citizens. A wise and frugal government which shall restrain men from injuring one another, shall leave them otherwise free to regulate their own pursuits of industry and improvement. Thou shalt not take from the mouth of the labor and the bread it has earned. This is the sum of good government. Thank you so much, guys. I'm seeing so much support. Soul and Viticus, guys. You're bringing me very emotional seeing all that support for such a powerful piece that we're doing, guys. Thank you. All right. What ideology best describes Jefferson's political philosophy? Federation, republicanism, fascism. Well, I mean, I guess republicanism. It wouldn't be like effing fascism or like anarchism. So that's like two that it's not going to be. The following table contains information on the urbanization rates in the United States between 1790 and 2010. Am I helping anybody heal tonight? Has anybody been down a similar path as me? I'm sure we got a couple people that effing had to get their old GED. I'm sure we've had it in this career. The following table contains information. Oh, yeah, I just read that. Between 1790 and 2010, percent of living population living in urban areas. Which of the following statements most accurately describes urbanization patterns in the United States between 1790 and 2010? Let's take a look. Urbanization rates dropped, increasing after 1970? No. Urbanization peaked in the 90s, peaked in the 70s. No, it didn't peak in the 70s. Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. It's this one, Veins. I took an alternative education path too. Thank you, PW. You're welcome. You're welcome. There's nothing to be ashamed of. People try to shame me all the time for having GED. Like I said, that's not all I have. I'm college educated. I have university credits somehow. And, you know, my life is so much more than just GED. But GED was the building block to the success. Fans. After graduating from high school, Juan applies to several job advertisements and receives an offer to work as a clerk in a retail store for $8 an hour. However, Juan decides to enroll in community college after 2 years. He completes a technical training program that prepares him to be a welder. He's trades. We got a trades fella. We got a trades fella. After completing the program, he finds employment as an apprentice welder and earns $20 an hour. What was the opportunity cost of Juan's decision? I don't know. What's an opportunity cost? $12, the difference between Juan's wages as a welder and a retail opportunity cost. The total wages he would have earned in 2 years while working as a retail clerk. I'll opportunity fans. Opportunity cost. I guess I'll go with B on that one. The following is an expert from the Triple Alliance Treaty signed between Germany, Australia, and Italy. Yeah, fans, strap in because it's going to start getting effing boring here now. But like I said, this isn't the reason I'm doing this is for effing entertainment. It's supposed to be serious. And I think we've kept it pretty serious, guys. Juan? Oh, I'm not pronouncing Juan. I thought it was Juan. Juan. Okay. Article 1. The contracting parties must mutually promise peace and friendship. They further promise one another mutual support. Article 3. If one or two of the connecting parties without direct provocation on their part should chance to be attacked, not to be engaged in war with two or more great cool. Case for the alliance will arise simultaneously for all the contracting parties. In what way, if at all, did the Triple Alliance Treaty influence World War I? Cool. I don't know. I don't know history, fans. I don't know history. You know, that's the thing. I don't know if I know anything. I really don't. I'm starting to wonder that. Like, what do I know? What am I? Am I just the gaming? Am I just, like, that's, like, I don't know history. I don't know sports. I don't know all this stuff. science. What am I? What am I, fans? That's what I'm starting to ask myself here right now as I go through this. The treaty helped prevent or delay World War I. No. The treaty had no relationship. Well, World War I effing happened. The following expert is from 1809 Supreme Court decision Marbury versus Madison, which established the concept of judicial review. So now we're kind of getting into my territory, and I still guarantee I probably won't get it right. It is empathetically the province's and duty of the judicial department to say what the law is. Those who apply the rule to particular cases must, of necessity, expound and interpret that rule. If two laws conflict with each other, the courts must decide on an operation for each. Childhood is not a subject on the GED. I know that too well. I know that a bit too well. The ruling is an example of which following concepts? Okay, hold on. Reserve powers. I think it is. I think it's reserve powers. The following expert is from Warsaw Securities Pat. Which you guys have no idea how effing tough this is to read all this crap. I don't even want to. I don't want to read it, but I'm doing it because that's required. That's required. It's required reading. So I am going to sit here, as painful as it effing is, and I'm going to read every goddamn question that I have to get to the end of this. And after this stream, I'm finally putting my trauma behind me. I'm putting my trauma behind me. All the trauma in school, the bullying, the teachers being told all this crap about my future. I'm putting it all behind me. I think it's time to move on. Our concerned parties, mindful at the same time of the situation created in Europe by the formation of new military alliance. At least they're talking about like cool stuff. In the shape of North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which increased the danger of another war and constitutes a threat of national security of the peaceable states, have agreed as follows. Article 4, in the event of an armed attack in Europe, one or more of the parties to the treaty shall immediately come to the assistance or the state of states attacked in all such means deems necessary, included it force. The following map created by Alfontion depicts Europe during the Cold War. Members of NATO are in blue, while members of the Warsaw Pact are in red. No Americans. I'm surprised there's so many like American-based questions. I don't know if GED is GED American too, or is that just a Canadian thing? Is that just a Canadian thing? Do you guys have GED in the States as well, fans? Do you guys have GED in the States? I think they do. Yeah, we have it here too. Okay, cool. Thank you for clarifying that. The Soviet Union was an aggressive and hostile adversary built on using military force. Yeah. 1960 election results. Kennedy, Nixon, and Byron. Democrat John F. Kennedy, 49% of the popular vote with 303 electoral votes. I'm fading here, fans. I'm fading. You want to talk about giving your body? Brother, I'm giving my body right now. Fans, let me tell you. I'm giving my vulnerability, man. This is one of the toughest streams I've ever done. This is one of the toughest streams I've ever done. I don't want to be back here again. Fans, I don't want to be back here again. But if I can get somebody here, then my job and my suffering is worthwhile, fans. Why did Kennedy become president if he received less than 50% of the popular vote? Let's see. I don't really know. I think it's that one, like won a majority. Yeah. I'm not American. I don't know, fans. I don't know. I'm not American. So give me a slant. Give me a slant. Not that I do much better with Canadian history, but give me a slant that I'm not American. You're welcome, Bucky. Thank you, Revolver, as well. Fans. The very existence of the Greek state today is threatened by the terrorist activities of several thousand armed men led by communists who defy the government's authority at a number of points, particularly along the northern boundaries, while the Greek government is unable to cope with the situation. The Greek army is small and poorly equipped. Greece must have assistance if it is to become self-supporting, self-respecting democracy. I don't know. The USSR invaded and destroyed Greece. I don't think Greece was destroyed. President Truman was embarrassed by the weakness of the Greek army. I think it's this. I'm going to go with the top one. Makes the most sense. President Franklin Roosevelt. We had a bad banking situation. Some of our bankers had shown themselves either incompetent or dishonest in handling the people's funds. It was the government's job to straighten this situation and do it quickly as possible. As the job is being performed, confidence and courage are the essentials of success in carrying out our plan. You people must have faith. You must not be stamped by rumors or guesses. Let us unite in banishing fear. Based on the expert, how did the historical circumstance shape President Roosevelt's point of view? Fans. He felt the government's regulation was necessary. In order to punish incompetent and dishonest bankers, yes. There has been objections of various kinds made against the Constitution, but I believe, dude, this is getting hard. Not even can I do the questions. I can't read the goddamn. God damn it, this is gonna. I do believe in the great mass of people who opposed it, disliked it because it did not contain effectual provision across encroachments and particular rights of those safeguards which have been accustomed to having imposed between them and the migrate who... No, I have to do it. I can't stop. Sovereign power, it will be protectable to the ground to satisfy the public mind that their liberties will be protectable. I'm starting to go nuts. I'm starting to go nuts here. We got like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left? Oh, we got Obama now. Nearly 200 nations have assembled here this week. That was my Obama. That's not very good. A declaration for all the challenges we face. That's not very good. The growing threat of climate change will define the contours of this century more dramatically than any other. 14 of the 15th warmest. Well, you know what? If you're getting pissed off, get the hell out. That's all I need to say. If you're pissed off, you don't like the content, you don't like the inspirational piece I'm doing, get the hell out. Get the hell out. Sure, there's lots of other effing idiots to watch. Sure, there's a lot of hatred to enjoy out there tonight. 2015 is on pace to be the warmest of all summer. I saw the effects of climate change firsthand in our northernmost state, Alaska, where the sea is already swallowing villages and ending shorelines. Well, I probably shouldn't say this, but wasn't like Obama like not black or something? Wasn't there like a controversy? Maybe we can talk about that in the panel show. But wasn't he like not black? Like wasn't he like, I don't know, like Hawaiian or something? I don't know. That's like National Enquirer background noise. But I have heard that before, that they questioned his background. I'm not sure. No, I'm not saying that. That's just what I've heard. Now, here we go. PWR calls Obama not black. I didn't call him not black. I said that's what I've heard. That people have, brought his history, like, into question and stuff. And I think he was like, they say he's like Hawaiian or he's like Samoan or something. No, I am not effing racist. Yeah, like people used to think The Rock was black. Like back in the day. People used to think The Rock was black. Right? I think it was like that same kind of confusion for the fans and the individuals. Well, I guess politics doesn't really have fans. The following cartoon is from Harper's Weekly. Of course, he wants us to vote Democrat ticket. How does the cartoon reflect historical circumstances during the Reconstruction in the South? African Americans immediately exercised full civil and political rights in the South after the abolitionization of slavery. Yes, that sounds right. That sounds right. I'm starting to get nervous here. Yesterday, the United States of America was suddenly deliberated and attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire in Japan. Commander-in-Chief and the Army and the Navy, I've directed that all measures be taken for our defense as hostiles exist. There is no blinking at the fact of our people, our territory, and our interests in grave danger. Under the U.S. Constitution, which body has the sole authority to declare war? The President? No, the Secretary of Defense. I think it is. The following table contains data on voter turnout from the presidential elections. The turnout percent represents the proportion of the voting age population. I don't know American history. So that was kind of like a curveball. I thought this was like a Canadian website. I didn't know that it was going to be American based. So, give me that. Give me that. Which of the following statements best describes the voter turnout patterns? Turnout was more... Okay, hold on. Turnout declined. So basically, you just got to look at these. Yep, that's true. Yep, declined. We got it. Arrange the following in correct chronological order from oldest to most recent. Okay, I'll try. I don't know these things. How do I do it? Hold on. Oh, okay. So, I guess Roman Republic, because that's like effing old. Like Classical Greek, Magna Carta, American Revolution, and modern democracy, I believe, would be correct. The most stringent protection of all free speech. Don't worry, fans. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We'll see the final score, and we'll do the essay, too. I don't want to do it, but I am going to do it. And I'll read it aloud as I type it out. I think they give you a topic, though, I think. So I'll have to do a topic that they select. The most stringent protection of free speech would not protect a man in falsely shouting fire in a theater and causing a panic. The question in every case is whether the words used in such circumstances are such nature to create a clear and present danger that they will bring substantial evils that Congress has the right to prevent. It is a question of proximity and degree. Supreme Court ruling, restricted protections guaranteed by which amendment to the Bill of Rights? I don't know. I don't really know. The Fourth Amendment? I've heard of the Second Amendment. Isn't that like weapons and stuff? First Amendment. I'm gonna go with the third one because that's the one that I'm least familiar with. Questions 19 to 20 refer to the following. We're getting there, fans. We're getting there. We're gonna get back to our gaming. We're gonna get back to our gaming here soon, and we're gonna journey into a better life as well. President's power. Okay, I'm looking at the graph. Based on the information in the chart, which of the following statements is true? Republican presidents have vetoed more bills than Democratic. Yep, that's probably true. Which of the following actions can override a presidential veto? Congress threatens to impeach the president. Okay, here we go. I'm nervous about this one. That was a lot of reading, guys. That was tough to get through. So, I mean, honestly, fans, like I said, it was like American. So I have no effing clue. There's one. Let's see. And another thing too is like I didn't study. I kind of thought of that as well. I was like, I didn't really study or anything. I mean, what am I going to Oh my God, this is so embarrassing, man. Look how awful. They were calling me an honorary American. I don't think they're going to be calling me that now, fans. I don't think they'll be calling me that now with these results. So let's see how the bottom row goes. Here, we'll go back and put this back. I like this music that we're listening to here. No, I didn't study. But that is important too. People study. Study. Read as much as you can. As silly as it is for me to tell people to read, it is important. But I didn't do that, so I'm kind of just doing it. Oh my God, bro. This is so embarrassing. Fans, I apologize. I apologize. All the American fans that I have let down, I apologize. I only got... Oh my God. 1, 2, 4 fans, 4. So that's 4 out of 20. It's pretty upsetting, fans. It really is. Are you even giving your life for this? I mean, I feel like I am. I'm giving a part of myself to the audience, I think, tonight. Yeah. I am giving my life. I'm giving my history. I'm giving my trauma. So I am, yes. Anyway, so we got math, 9 out of 30. Science, 5 out of 10. English, 11 out of 24. Social studies, 4 out of 20. So the best was English. So let's see what is next here, because I think this is going to take us to the end, because I don't know how this will go, fans. I don't know how this will go. So we got essay question. 1 essay prompt. Oh, I had to talk about recycling. God damn it. And I have to read more. God damn it. I don't want to write about effing recycling. Please recycle, fans. Recycling is an important tool for protecting the environment. We're taking it home, fam. We're taking it home. We're taking the history home and putting it to rest forever. 2 more paragraphs. 2 more paragraphs. At first glance, recycling may seem simple, just repurposing garbage into new goods, but manufacturing new products requires harvesting raw materials, transporting them, and running factories, all of which create pollution and consume energy. Important question. Tell us all you know about Anne of Green Gables. Yes, I know Anne of Green Gables. Fans. I know Anne of Green Gables. Ha, 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 ha. Recycling may not solve every environmental problem, but its contributions are substantial. It is the moral, sound thing to do to protect. Well, sorry, Fender. I got a bit more intelligence than that, so I will not be writing that. Recycling is often praised as a simple step to save the world, but this is a foolish presumption. In many cases, it is expensive. Distracts from more serious environmental issues. The main problem is cost. Recycling requires fleet of trucks and specialized processing centers. I almost did it. I almost said blah, 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 blah. I almost said blah, 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 blah. Willing to share your thoughts on the blank and his erratic behavior. Maybe on the panel show. Maybe on the panel show we'll talk Phil if you guys want. We'll do Phil for you. Depending on what the topic is. I'd like to look at the card stuff. Because that's pretty effing crazy. But we don't have to focus on him. We can just look at card addiction in general. And there's the story right there. Some claims about saving resources are misleading. For example, many trees have grown specifically to produce paper, so recycling newspaper doesn't necessarily save forests. De-inking paper also creates chemical sludge and glass, often touted as worth recycling. It is made from sand, one of the Earth's most abundant material. Well, listen, we're not talking about that other effing. Like I said, where was he in my childhood telling me to get my effing education? He wasn't. So I don't want to talk about that man anymore. Maybe on the panel show we will, but not on my career. What's the best game you would give your life for? That's tough. I don't know. Something at the top of my head says like San Andreas, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. Ew, there's like a foot. Like, I'm sorry, that's gross. There's like a gross like foot. Like, ew. So how do I get that off? That's gross. Get that off. I'm trying to write my goddamn essay here. Ugh, god damn it, that's disgusting. We'll just, there. Sorry, that's grossing me out. I can't get rid of it. How do I get rid of the goddamn foot in my goddamn face here when I'm trying to do this? God damn it. So effing disgusting. Yeah, get that out of here. Get that out of here. I'm on incognito mode. I thought it would get rid of all that crap, but I guess it didn't. Okay, it's gone. We're good. Thank God. That was stupid. Stupid. Some claims about saving resources are misleading. For example, many trees are grown specifically to produce paper, so recycling newspaper doesn't necessarily save forests. De-inking paper also creates chemical sludge and glass. Worth recycling is made from sand, one of Earth's most abundant materials. Finally, the supposed landfill crisis is overstated. Research suggests that all of America's trash for the next 100 years could fit into a site 25.55 feet deep and 10 miles wide, calling landfills a national emergency, fans. And agriculture, household trash, we risk ignoring far larger environmental problems. So I didn't say blah, blah, blah. I didn't say blah, blah, blah. So there's the reading out of the effing way. Jesus. So here we go. This is going to be tough. I'm going to have to move my mic a little bit because I got to get into like typing mode here. I got to get my, I don't know where it is, my wrist rest. Did you know I'm actually a professional typist? Fans? I am actually licensed, I guess, or like I have the qualifications as like a legitimate typist. You know, for any of the fans that read my comments, I'm sure that's a laugh. But I am an accomplished typist. So here we go. All right, analyze the arguments presented in each of the two articles. In your response, develop an argument in which you explain how one position is better supported than the other. This is going to be so hard. Incorporate relevant evidence from both articles to support your argument. Remember, the better argument position is not necessarily the position with what you agree. This essay should take 45 minutes. Well, it ain't going to take 45 minutes because we're just going to... Let's go. You guys ready? This is gonna take us home. Here we go. While existing in our modern world, we have become familiar with the concept of recycling. I'll fix the errors later. From a young age, school children are, given tasks such as taking the trash out or sorting soda bottles to implement the importance of recycling into younger generations. Now give me a second here to... Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly it's going to be graded, but we'll see. Okay, younger generations. The world still does have its, I don't know, Dave the dumpers, who will throw trash and glass into whatever bin is most convenient. Although, since the 1990s, these such views on garbage and pollution, if I can spell, you're seeing a lot of red lines, I'm sure, guys, have changed for the better. We're getting there. Fans, we're getting there. That's a good start. That's a good start. That's a good start, fans. Not bad. In our modern society, is it a negative to focus too much on recycling? Experts say that most pollution comes from industry. Although most, I was going to say garbage experts, environmentalists would disagree with that point, as there has been a more divided shift when it comes to the importance of proper recycling. Okay. All right. I'm getting into that flow. I'm getting into that flow, fans. I'm getting into that flow here. Let's take a quick break while I get my thoughts together for this essay, and let's just take a minute to shout out the fans in the chat. We'll be taking it home. We'll be celebrating. We'll be adding up the total. Thank you so much, White Sammy Sosa, Dr. Jama, Revolver PPK with another 10 effing kicks. Smelly's Picks with some kicks here, baby. They are doing it again, baby. They are running that train of support for positivity. Fans. No, I'm not going to view the news article. That's not what this is about. That's not what this... I'll take a look at it after the program. That's not what this is about. At this time. Thank you. They're proud of me. People are saying they are proud of me for doing this. How many people are saying that they're proud of other products that do hate? They don't. Well, now, yes, Botch Pro, I do apologize for ignoring your kicks. It's been a really challenging stream to call them all out. But Botch Pro, a real friend of the career, a real fan, showed some support tonight. I just didn't happen to catch it, and I really apologize for that, dude. Thank you for your understanding. And we're going to be taking it home. I mean, I'm kind of emotional. Because when this stream ends, I'm putting a lot of trauma behind me. I never have to do this again. Nobody can ever make me have to do this again. So it's like, done. Never, it's trauma under the bridge. It's trauma under the bridge. So let's keep going. Let's get this over with and add it up at the end. And so, I don't know how the essay is going to grade. Modern ways of recycling often come into play as before 1990 specific recyclables were not in regulation to be recycled. I just got to make sure I spell the effing words right. I just got to make sure I spell the goddamn words right. Like, I know how to do an essay, but I don't know what they're judging this by. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Oh, thank you so much. We're getting some jewels. I don't know what these modern jewels things are, fans. You guys can tell me. You got to let me know what's going on in the modern landscape. I'm starting to get up there. Recycled. I don't know how to spell recycled, fans. I really don't. I really don't. Okay. We're not in regulation to be recycled. So in those eras, there was much misinformation on what was to be recycled and what was not. There we go. That's hot. That's hot. I here to support you, PWR. We love you. We are your number one fans. So thank you, John. Thank you, John. I think this meant let's wait till we get to the end. Let's wait till we get to the end. But I think we really did something tonight, fans. I really think we did something tonight. And we'll take it home. We'll take it home. Fans. I didn't have an education. Fans. You know what the truth is? And I'm gonna say this. And it's incredibly challenging to say. It's embarrassing to say, fans. But before I got my GED, I was only grade 9. 20-something years old. Smoking dope. Hanging with the booze buddies. You know. I was only grade 9. If you can believe it. It's hard. It's hard because, man, some days I feel like I could just close my eyes and it all slip away. You know what I mean, fans? You know what I mean? It could all slip away. And I could be back in that bachelor apartment with the booze buddies. And it's just not a vibe, bro. It's not a vibe. Anyway, what was not? These regulations have been updated to serve modern society as our battle for the planet rages on. Many try to encourage others to recycle, although now it is often known as a common practice, fans. As a common practice. I'm just trying to get the word spelt right, so let's see if they might dock me effing points for... They might dock me effing points for effing... I mean, it checks out, though. Checks out. No. Like I said, I never had a chance. I never had a chance. Man, that Gatorade helped me through the stream, I'll tell you that. No beer, no effing energy drink tonight, just effing Gatorade. Common practices. From sampling alternative thrills to sampling the thrills of an education. Exactly. True. You can look at it that way. Well, like I said, I got my education. But it doesn't mean I haven't forgotten the battle that it took to get it. And that's the battle that I'm trying to showcase here tonight. Okay. A comment. It is now often a comment. And I'll read it at the end before we finish it off. I don't know how long it has to be. I'll probably try to tighten it up a bit. Okay. I'm gonna try, let's see. Common practice. I'm trying to wrap it up here. I'm trying to think of like a dramatic outro. This planet belongs to us all. And we should all do our part to be an influence in the community when it comes to modern recycling. And I'm just going to add this in too. I'm going to add this in at the end. This is going to be powerful. At the end. Not effing grocery bag. Not effing carts. Effing GED. Teacher will like that one. So let's read it. While existing in our modern world, we have become familiar with the concept of recycling. From a young age, school children are given tasks such as taking the trash out or sorting soda bottles to implement the importance, another word spelt wrong, of recycling into younger generations. The world still does have its Dave the Dumpers, who will throw trash and glass into whatever bin is most convenient. Although since the 1990s, these such views on garbage and pollution have changed for the better. In our modern society, it is a negative to focus too much on recycling. Experts say that most pollution comes from industry, although most environmentalists would disagree with that point, as there has been a more divided shift when it comes to the importance of proper recycling. Modern ways of recycling often come into play, as before 1990, specific recyclables were not in regulation to be recycled. So in those eras, there was much misinformation on what was to be recycled and what was not. These regulations have been updated to serve modern society as our battle for the planet rages on. Many try to encourage others to recycle, although now it is often known as a common practice. The planet belongs to us all, and we should do all our part to be an influence in the community when it comes to the modern recycling. Not effing grocery bag, not effing carts, effing GED 2026. Let's do it. Let's see what it does. I have no idea how this is going to go. Maybe I should probably like copy and paste it in case it like screws up or something. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to do. Like, hold on. I clicked on it. Submit answer. They gave me a 0 out of 6. They gave me a 0. Brother, this is just like college again. This is just like effing college again. They gave me a 0 out of 6. Fans, if you can believe it, they gave me a 0 out of 6. I know this trauma. I know this is not new to me. I've been here before. I've been in this place. I know it's challenging. It's heartbreaking. 0 out of 6. So fans, let's try to break it down. I don't know how we're going to do it. Let's see. Fans, let's see if we can, like, again, I have to do math. I mean, let's see. 6 plus 20 plus 24 plus 10 plus 30 equals, is that 100? That's 90. Did I count that wrong? So there's 90. So it's out of 90, I guess. I don't know. 9 plus 5 plus 11 plus 4 equals 29. So yeah, that is the final score, fans, for the GED test. 29 out of 90. 29 out of 9. And you know what, fans? That's okay. That's okay, fans. Because we can go back. We can study. We can ask for extra help. We can find a friend in the class. And we can one day make a change in our lives. This is a perfect example, fans, of what I wanted to represent. I may not have gotten the GED this time, but fans, it does not mean that that chance is lost forever. So any of you aging unks out there, baby, I'm making a call to the world. If you're smoking and joking, if you're kicking up dust, brother, just give it another try. Just give it another try. Just like I did. And I really hope that this piece inspires people to take that journey. Fans, thank you so much for allowing me to do this showcase for you. It was one of the hardest streams I've ever done. I'm not even making that up. I'm not even making that up, fans. This was the most vulnerable I've ever felt. This was the most stupid I've ever felt. And it was a challenging piece. It really was. But life is all about overcoming adversity, fans. It's all about overcoming adversity. And that's what I want to show to you. So any of the young dudes coming up saying screw school, well, brother, you won't be saying effing screw school when you're laying on the couch of your effing parents in your 40s. Get your ass in the class. So hold on a second. Before we end off, we have a poll right now. Do you want to see more panel streams? Let's see what the fans think. Because we got 5, 6. Thank you, Smelly's Picks, for some support, guys. Thanks. The support was incredible tonight. Fans want more panels. We're going to be bringing them back. They're hot. They're hot. The first one, I would say the first one we did was not bad. Not bad. You know, I tried my best. I was so thankful to have guests on the show as well. That was great. I'd love to do another one. I'd absolutely love to do another one. And you can call in and you can talk whatever you want. So I'll put that out to the people. So anyways, fans, welcome to my life. Welcome to my trauma. Welcome to my childhood. But fans, this adversity does not make me who I am. Like I said, I went from this, fans, I went from this to this, fans. I went from 29 out of 90 to this, the Literacy Award. So it can be done. It can be done. It's a challenging road. It really is. You got to give up everything. I gave up everything. Everything. My friends, ass, everything. Everything. to go on that journey to change my life. Hopefully, this stream reaches a couple people and they decide to make that same change. So thank you, everybody. Have a good night. I hope you liked the piece. I know it was a little bit shorter. I plan on being back tomorrow. But thank you so much for allowing me to do the panel and allowing me to do this stream. 2 of the hottest pieces we've ever done. 2 of the hottest pieces we've ever done recently. So you guys clearly enjoyed it. So we're going to keep with the gaming. Of course, we're going to keep with the effing gaming. Of course, we're going to keep with the game. We got hockey. We got hockey this weekend. We got the Halifax Hookers back in the ice this weekend. With Bertuzzi on the team now as well. And we got lots of other stuff planned, fans. So thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. And that is going to be it. Make that change, baby. Just like Mike, baby. Peace out.
I'm just gonna testify right now. Ooh, oh, sweet Lord, now. You know this has been my dream, baby. Ooh, getting on here doing this streaming thing. But let me tell you now. All my life, baby, I'm talking all my life. I've just wanted to entertain the sweet live audience. And baby, there was no father there for me to teach me the struggles of the streets. So I looked up to these dudes who did the dream that I wanted to achieve. So one day, baby, I got